Hello everyone, we will continue with our 17th chapter, Understanding Poverty. Today we will discuss about access to affordable food. This is given on reader page number 200. Now here it states that from the granary the king should set apart one half for the people in the countryside in times of distress and use the other half, and he should replace old stock for new. These words are given in Arthashastra, and Arthashastra is a book written by Kautilya in 4th century BC. So, according to Kautilya, the king should divide the agricultural produce into two halves. One half should be distributed amongst the villagers or the poor people, and other half should be used by common people. And this should be replaced, the king should replace the old stock for new also. Now, alongside employment, the government has to ensure that everyone has access to affordable food. Employ and income cannot do much if the prices of essential items are very high. Now, if the prices of essential items are very high, only employment and income will not help the people. So, government should also take certain steps so that food is given to all, or food is provided to all the citizens of the country. The major way in which the government tries to ensure that the essential items are affordable is to sell food grains through ration shops as at a fair price. The government buys food grains from farmers and supply these to ration shops. Ration shops keep stocks of food grains and other essential items like sugar, pulses, kerosene oil for cooking, and these items are then sold to people. Prices at the ration shops are meant to be lower than the prices in the market. Now, government has opened ration shops where essential items are provided at fair price. Now, these ration shops, they have essential items like sugar, pulses, kerosene oil. Kerosene oil is used for cooking, and these ration shops sell the commodities at lower price than the market. The system of ration shops distributing food grains and other essential items is known as Public Distribution System, or PDS. Now, by distributing essential items through ration shops, this system of distribution is known as Public Distribution System, or PDS. Now, PDS has existed in India right from the time of independence and has played a crucial role in making food available to everyone, both in the rural and urban areas. There were, of course, problems of functioning. In some places, the ration shops would not open regularly or on time. Now, government has opened ration shops so that the food is supplied, or essential items is supplied to everyone. But there are certain problems like food ration shops will not open at regular timings, or food grains will be adulterated with the intention that no one buys it, or ration shop owner will find selling food grains to other shops rather than to public. Many people, including poor, would not receive ration. So many people they do not receive food grains from the ration shops. Performance of ration shop was not so good as expected in the poorest state and the poorest regions of India. So performance of ration shops was not so good. The problems of PDS require better implementation. Since PDS was working well in the southern states of Kerala, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, it would certainly be possible to improve if only everyone would try. So PDS system requires better implementation, but if everyone will try, only then this system can be improved. However, the Indian government had other plans. Around the year 1997, it decided that ration shops should cater mainly to the poor. So, in 1997, government has decided that ration shops should be only for poor people. From here on, the poor would be served by the ration shops while the rest would buy food grains mainly from the market at higher prices. So, only poor people were supposed to buy food grains from ration shops. Remaining people will buy it from the market at higher prices. To implement this new policy on the PDS, the government needed to know who the poor are. Thus, the panchayat in the village were asked to conduct surveys called BPL, Below Poverty Line Survey. So, to know who are poor in the village, the panchayats were asked to do survey, and name of the survey was Below Poverty Line Survey. These surveys take into account the family's income, means of livelihood, number of meals per day, clothing, housing, migration, debts, etc. to decide whether the household is poor household or not. So in this survey they have seen the family income, means of livelihood, number of meals per day, how many times the family eats in a day, clothing, housing, migration, and how much debt they have. Based on this survey, 3 types of cards were issued. The poorest families were issued Antyodaya card. Next to those, situation is slightly better but still can be considered poor, are issued BPL white cards. The remaining families are issued APL pink card. Now the poorest family, they are issued Antyodaya cards. Those who are better than the poorest but still come under poor people, they are issued BPL, Below Poverty Line white cards. And the remaining families were issued APL, that is above poverty line, pink cards. Quantities and prices of ration given to each card holders are different. For example, the Antyodaya card holders are entitled to get 35 kgs of food grains, that is rice and wheat, per month. So the poorest people will get 35 kgs of food grains per month. The BPL card holders in Telangana can receive per month 6 kgs of food grains per head. And Annapurna scheme card holders, who were the poorest of the poor, they will get 10 kgs of rice of cost, free of cost. So they were not charged any money. I would like you all to please read this topic from the reader and go through it. Thank you.